Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna gossip about the iPhone 17. I'm just warning you, if you're not here to talk a little tea about the iPhone, just leave. Like, just get out. Because, guys, I made a TikTok recently that kind of blew up where I was talking about the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max camera. When the iPhone 17 Pro comes out, how are we gonna take mirror selfies? Because it is going to be a gaping hole. Like, what are the cases gonna be? I'm scared to find out. And basically, I pissed everybody off, and they're like, oh, that's such a first world problem, blah, 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 which, like, yeah, it is. You don't need to get a new iPhone every year. However, we are here to talk about the real tea about what I know is true, or I think to be true, allegedly, don't sue me, Tim Cook, about the iPhone 17 and all of its rumors. So let's get into it. Let's start with the Pro and the Pro Max. First of all, as I said, the camera bump is going to be aggressively big. When I found out about this design for the iPhone 11, I thought that that was a lie. Like, I was like, there is no way that is the camera, but here we are. When I saw the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max camera, I was like, why would Apple do that? It's giving Pixel, but like not as refined. Like, it's just not hitting the same. It's actually not hitting at all. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, why this design? I'm sure they're adding something to make the camera better because they do that every year. Why would you keep the electric razor vibe going on? Like, spread the cameras out. And I've already been seeing rumors of case companies doing like little inserts for the camera bar to like design it and do like backgrounds on it. When I look at this, I'm like, this is going backwards in design. Apple is all about sleek and all about like minimal. The true passionate iPhone people are gonna get what I'm talking about. Like, it already looks ancient. On the plus side, they are saying that the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max are gonna get the new sky blue color that they just did on the M4 MacBook Airs. That color is beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that is a really pretty color. And if you guys remember, what was it? The blue one, it was like the iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max, that blue one, that was a gorgeous color. So if they bring something like that back, that could redeem the iPhone 17 design for sure. So hopefully that's true. Also, like, imagine matching your iPhone to your MacBook Air. Like, that would just look so good. So like I said, they're upgrading the cameras. Obviously, they do this every year. They're saying that they might be adding 8K filming. That's something that's been like a small rumor. That could be true, but we'll see. They're also adding more RAM for Apple Intelligence. So I think it's gonna be going from 8 to 12 gigabytes, which would be nice. The phone will run smoother. They also say that they're gonna be doing a better cooling system inside of the phone. So those are like the biggest differences with the Pro and the Pro Max. There's obviously gonna be other like small details, like what chip it has and everything, but I'm just here to talk about the main stuff that most people are gonna notice. Honestly, I don't think this year it's gonna be that different. I think the biggest difference is gonna be the massive camera bump. Honestly, guys, they are saying that there might be a folding iPhone next year, like in 2026. I could see them like not doing that much this year, and then next year is like the big reveal of the folding phone, which, guys, if there's a folding iPhone, the 2000s are back, because that's gonna be such a vibe. Imagine like slamming the phone shut when you're mad at someone, or even like if it folds like this, having like a massive phone with you, that would be so cool. I'm definitely more excited about the folding phone conversation just because it's like different, you know? But what we're hearing about the 17 Pros, I don't know. Like, I don't know, you know? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I obviously think I'm gonna upgrade because I do unboxings every year, but what I'm hearing so far is not exciting me that much. Like, I just have to be honest. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not like, wow, that looks so good. For example, when they did the iPhone 12 Pros and they did like those little like squared off edges and they were like polished looking and the black was so good and it came in the black box, like that was a moment, you know? And I just feel like they're not really giving a moment this year for the Pros. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But that camera bump, good luck, Charlie. Now let's talk about the iPhone 17 17 and the 17 Air. They're basically saying the 17 Plus is gonna turn into the 17 Air. So that's what it's gonna be called. It's gonna be like a skinny iPhone, like the tiniest, skinniest iPhone we've ever seen. I'm not exactly sure why they're doing this. It could be the prelude to the folding phones, you know, because they need to get those things like thin so that when you close it up, it's not super chunky. So maybe they're like teasing that with the Air. So on the Air, the cameras are also rumored to be like a bar. This is also gonna be looking like the Pixels. And I'm not gonna lie, the Pixel camera setup is really good. It looks good. So I like this design more, mainly because it's like a bar and not like half the phone, you know? Then there's the iPhone 17, the regular one. So far, that's looking like it's gonna be the same as the 16, at least for the camera. So it's not gonna be too different. So back to the Air, they say it's gonna be 6 millimeters thin. That's gonna be a tiny phone.
So you think I'm skinny?
It's also rumored that there's not gonna be a speaker on the bottom. I don't know how that's gonna work in terms of like things sounding good. I guess they took that out so it could be skinnier. So it's only gonna have a speaker on the top earpiece, allegedly. Everything I say in this video is allegedly. Like, I don't know, but these are like the rumors right now. And honestly, guys, we are not that far out from iPhone season. Like, that's in September. It's already April or May, depending on when I post this. At this point, the phones are in production, you know, like they've already started like doing things. However, the iPhone 17 Air is gonna be kind of giving Pro. So this could be a good option if you're looking at the Pro and you're like, or the Pro Max and you're like, no, I don't want that. Because it's gonna have a bigger screen. They're saying it's gonna have like Pro Motion, it's gonna be OLED, it's gonna have the camera control button, the action button, like all of those features. So this might be a good alternative, especially because of the pricing, but we'll talk about that at the end. So the Air is looking like a good choice, and I feel like it's gonna be pretty popular. And honestly, my prediction personally is that the iPhone 17 Air is gonna have like a really good pink color, and this will be like the solution for all the girlies asking for a pink Pro Max. Like Apple's like, here, buy this one. And then obviously there's the iPhone 17e. I feel like that's gonna come later, kind of like how the 16e did. Just off my guess, I think the 17e will come like spring 2026. As far as the pricing, it's pretty questionable, but you could basically bank on the fact that all the phones are gonna be more money. I feel like prices just keep going up every year for everything, especially tech and like iPhones and things like that. And then with the tariffs, like guys, I don't even know. People are saying that the Pro Max could be like $2,000. They might, but I feel like they'll raise it a little bit and kind of like meet us in the middle if there's like a tariff issue. I don't know though. I just feel like that's my guess because $2,000 for the Pro Max is obscene. Like, I just don't see that happening, but I could be wrong. And guys, if any of these rumors turn out to be wrong, I am not afraid to admit that. Like, we're just here to gossip about the phone. Like, this is not fact. However, a lot of the stuff I'm saying is probably true, especially when it comes to the design. Case companies have to start making their cases early. There's already like prototypes out there, as you've seen in some of the pictures I've shown. This is probably what the phones look like. Maybe we'll do like another video of this later on as we get more information, but that's how it's looking so far. What do you guys think? Do you plan on upgrading this year, or are you gonna wait? I think because of the prices and all of like that uncertainty, a lot of people are gonna be waiting this year, which is why I say you don't need to upgrade every year. Like, obviously I do it for the videos and to like show you guys the reviews and whatnot, but this is a phone, I think that like if you have the 16 or even the 15, you probably don't have to upgrade. I feel like if you want like Apple Intelligence and you have the 14, maybe it would be time. But honestly guys, the phones have started to slow down in big changes. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I do think the folding phone is gonna be where it's at next year, like if you want a huge change. However, I do think those are gonna be expensive. If I had to guess, like I think they're gonna be a lot of money. For the pricing, this is the rumors right now. They're saying the 17 will be $799 starting at, the 17 Air will be starting at $899, the 17 Pro will be $1,099, and then the Pro Max will be $1,199 starting at That's all the tea that I have right now on the iPhone 17s. I will say the things I'm hearing about iOS 19 are pretty good though. Like iOS 19 is definitely seeming like it's gonna be like a big change aesthetically. Maybe I'll do a video on that too, because they will be coming out with the beta in June for developers. That's coming up and I'm excited for it because as we progress in the smartphone era, the phones can't get that much different at this point until we have some crazy technology. But we are staring at screens every day, and I think the software updates are gonna be where it's at moving forward for a while. So that's my take on that. Let me know what you guys think of the lineup. Do you like anything? Do you plan on upgrading this year? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. Don't get mad at me. I warned you in the beginning. This is gonna be some gossip. And honestly, it's not that deep. So subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.